At what point in you all's marriage did you find yourself, and maybe it was early on, becoming more focused on Christ?
For myself, I said from the time that I came out of service, I wasn't, going to church, all the time a lot, and I hadn't joined the church then. But after I met Rachel, we was married probably a year, right? Probably a year or so. Then I joined the church because
Shady Hill.
Yeah, it's Shady Hill, and the reason I joined it because we used to go to church a lot, other churches around. So I joined it. And I said that it's time for me to just join and make a change. And I was I think I was 20. Wait a minute, I probably 25 when I joined. I joined Shady Hill, and I've been there ever since, and I enjoy it, and I believe in God, and it's just and I have my ups and downs, but I always come back to Christ, come back to church.
Me, with my grandmother, up in Cedar Grove, we would have to walk to church, and my grandmother would not let us sleep, rain or shine. You had to get up and walk maybe a mile or two to get to that church, but she would make sure we got there on Sunday morning, and those old timey churches back then, we could hear the people singing like before we even got into church. We'd be coming down the hill, and that was, we could hear the people singing and shouting and clapping their hands and stuff. And I often wondered, I said, now what making them sing so loud, and what's going on in that church? And I said, I couldn't wait to get into church. And when I would get in there, they would be having such a good time. And I said, I want that kind of joy in church too. And it was just like amazing. They were glad to see each other, and they didn't sit around and talk about nobody. After service, they talked about God and Jesus. And I said, I want that kind of relationship. But God has always been in my life, because I saw that in my grandmother's life. And I wanted to, when I married Charles, to bring that into our marriage, because I remember those old people, and they had been married forever. Like, they had like 14, 15. Some of them had a bunch of children, but they were still together, even though they were having hardships. Financial stuff was going on in their life, but they were happy people. And I says, I wanted that kind of life with me and Charles. And so when Charles joined, and we were just like connected to the church. And most of the time now, me or either Charles going to be in church. And because of the struggles in life, even though we're never had hard times like my people that I knew that was going through a whole lot of struggles in church, but we had different kinds. It's always different kinds of struggles that people go through, and I know the only way that they can make it is through God. Yeah.